birth chart in front of you, there are 3 placements that you absolutely cannot ignore. Do not ignore these placements. This is a breakdown of the 3 most karmic placements in everybody's birth chart that have to be dealt with in order to live a karmically balanced. The first one is Saturn. Honestly, every single person hates their Saturn. You're not supposed to like your Saturn placement. It's hard for a reason. You have an incredible amount of karmic imbalances wherever your Saturn placement is. The best thing you could do for yourself is take your Saturn placement head on. What sign is he in? What house is he in? And how is he aspecting your chart? Saturn is your key to realities. And so if you're trying to manifest anything in your life, you have to work with Saturn. Saturn is a planet who doesn't give a damn. It doesn't have space for excuses, and it will watch you go homeless. If you decide to ignore it and try to dodge your karmic lessons, well, then that's your shit, right? Saturn will let you become all the horrible stuff in this life and not flinch, because he holds the keys or the rings to this reality, and he rules over time, and he's my favorite planet. Because when you do work with him and when you do straighten out your karmic debt, he will bless you in astounding ways. And the blessings that you earned with Saturn actually imprint your soul's energetic signature. And so you are able to take these blessings into your future reincarnation. Second placement is Chiron. Please don't ignore Chiron. I mean, he's just sad. You can't leave him homeless or orphaned. It's a crime. And why should we care about Chiron? He's an asteroid. He's not a planet. What's his big deal? Well, he's sad. And he's sad because he's in between a rock and a hard place. Literally, physically, out in the heavens, Chiron's orbit is in between Saturn and Uranus. The reason you need to deal with Saturn in 2024 and people didn't in the past, and it wasn't a big deal in the past, was because we're going into the age of Aquarius. So for us to migrate from Saturn, a Saturnian world, into the age of Uranus or age of Aquarius, there is too much pain frequency in our Chiron. So for us to do that evolution and climb the ladder, we have to discharge all of the wounds and pains that we are holding on our soul, within our soul, that have to do with our Chiron placement. So we have to become light as a feather, lighter, for us to be able to travel from Saturn to Uranus. And what's getting in our way is the karma and trauma of generational trauma that Chiron holds. So go heal him. Chiron makes you sad. Saturn makes you frustrated. Now the next one is the more obvious one, I think, in my world, in my opinion, but the South Node. Okay, the South Node is a placement you should not ignore. I think out of all 3 of these placements, the South Node is the trickiest one, because the South Node has gifts and it also has your comfort zone in it. So you could still have success by living through your South Node. For example, someone could come in and they're a multi-billionaire, and they've been multi-billionaires for the last 17 lifetimes. Yet they have that in this lifetime, but they're still not happy and fulfilled because they're not here to become a multi-billionaire again. So the South Node can be a little bit tricky and confusing in the sense that you can still accomplish a lot of things. You can still become infamous. You can still have notoriety and some kind of success, but it doesn't challenge the soul. It is a repeated story. So you are not fully happy or fulfilled. And also in this space, you attract hella karmic lessons, and eventually it catches up with you. Shifting away from your South Node into your North Node is a lifetime's journey. But I also want to mention this. We often hear that we have to leave the South Node and go into your North Node, and that's not true. You are not supposed to ditch one space to go to the other, because that's extreme and that's another karmic lesson waiting to happen. Also, because your South Node has genuine gifts that you carry. Like, you have gifts that you've earned, beautiful things that you should continue doing in this lifetime. So your goal is to be in the X. I'm going to post it here. Your goal is to be in the middle, where in the middle you can go into the South Node and not be triggered, become karmically untriggerable. And so you could dip into the South Node and get the blessings and your talents and your gifts. And then you can go into the North Node and do the new stuff and evolve and grow and go into your evolution. But your home base should be in the middle X, where you can access everything divinely, neutrally, balanced without overdoing it. That's the goal of balancing your karma. My name is Brilla Samay. I'm a karmic astrologer. If you want to book a reading, you can always go to all my sites. But if you want to learn about karma, stay here, follow, and I will teach you more.